Hi children, good morning. Are you fine? Okay, today's our topic is rivers and rains. This is part 2. Part 1 already we completed. In this present topic, we will learn about the flow of river. Children, did you notice when water falls on the ground, what happened? Some amount of water it is percolating into the soil. Some amount of water it is flowing on the ground, and the remaining or the rest it evaporate and mixes with the air. Okay, this is the process. And now I hope you know how the rivers are forming. Do you know how the rivers are forming? Yeah, when it is raining, the rain is fall upon the mountains, and from there the water is flowing toward the slopes and forming a small stream. When the water is flowing, it cuts the channels on the mountains. But these small streams will dry after some time. But whenever it rains, the water flows through the same channels. So in this way, the rivers forms the course and as well as the valleys. This is the process of the forming of the rivers. And here, actually or usually, the river is forming in a small stream or a thin stream. Later, it is becoming as bigger and broader because some small streams are joining with it and becoming it is bigger and but broader. And joining the small streams or small rivers into the big river is called tributaries. Whenever the river becoming big or broader, it moves or it flows very slowly, and whatever the silt and sand it carries, it is depositing on the way of its course. So in this way it is forming the plains. Those are calling plains. And here when the river is reaching or nearby the sea, it is flowing very slowly. And whenever it becomes very slow, then it lost the capacity to carry the silt and sand. So it is depositing on its own course. And when it has it meaning is here the rivers faces floods, it has to cut the new channels. So in this way, during the lifetime of the rivers to reach the sea, they are forming the deltas like the Godavari and the Krishna having deltas are forming the deltas, and these rivers are flowing throughout the year because the river Godavari and the river Krishna, which originates from the western Ghats and flowing towards the eastern direction. And here the water, it means these rivers are receiving heavy rainwater. This rainwater first it is percolating into the soil, later it is flowing towards the rivers, so that these rivers are having the full water throughout the year. And some other rivers are there, those are known as dry region rivers like river Manjira, Dindi and Musi rivers. Not only these rivers and some other rivers, those flows towards the eastern direction, and these rivers having what moderate are receiving the moderate rainfall, and rapidly this water is flowing towards the seas, so that these rivers not having the water in a unseasonal or unrainy season, means non-rainy seasons. So this is the description about the formation of the rivers and deltas and the next types of rivers. And next our topic, that is here transformation of a stream in a broad river, that completed. And next flood plains and floods. Yeah, as you know that the rivers are not contain the same amount of water throughout the year. Generally, the rivers are filled with huge water mostly in rainy season. Later this started to dry, meaning is the water shrink when mostly in summer season, isn't it? Because the water is evaporating. So in your textbook he has given one of the picture or diagram, that is 2.4. You can take the textbook and see the diagram. In this diagram he has given here a valley. In this valley a main stream is flowing, and towards the valley you can see the high river banks, and here the stream is depositing the silt and sand towards its, but you cannot see here any trees or plants because mostly in a rainy season this stream is receiving high amount of water, so that here we cannot see, or this small stream is not allowing to grow any plants or trees. So this treeless bed is called flat plain. This treeless bed is called flat plain. I hope you understood. Next here about floods. Children, have you heard the word floods and cyclones? I hope you heard, because floods and cyclones are there. But cyclones, these are all phenomena. Okay, disaster phenomena. So now we must know about floods. Yeah, some parts of the country, it means every year those people or those places are facing the floods. Due to these floods, we can get the loss of the life and property. Yeah, but if you have vegetation, what is vegetation? Can anyone? Vegetation is nothing but here trees and plants. If we have the vegetation, then we can prevent the floods. But which rivers are causing the floods? Mostly peninsular rivers like the river Krishna and the river Godavari, and perennial rivers like the Ganga and the Indus and the river Brahmaputra. These rivers are causing the floods each and every rainy season. And here coming to the point, that is vegetation. Just now I told you what is vegetation. It is nothing but trees, plants and some grass. If we have a good vegetation, we can prevent the floods. How? This vegetation is obstructing the runoff water, and it will slow down the speed of the water. Then what happened? This water is percolating into the soil, and later slowly this water is flowing towards the rivers. So in such a way this vegetation is preventing the floods. Did you understand? Suppose if you do not have any vegetation, or a small amount of vegetation if you have, then what happened? The rivers, they are flowing, and they cut the huge topsoils, and the silt and sand that they deposited on the river bank. Due to this, what happened? The depth of the river, that is reduces. Whenever we have a small amount of rain, then the rivers flooded and overflow. Then it is causes floods. So first we must have the good vegetation to prevent from these floods. Okay. Now massive tree plantation, case of river Ganga. First we will discuss about massive tree plantation. Children, you know, I think so nowadays our Telangana government is giving the most important or importance towards the massive tree plantation. It is nothing but Haritaharam. Yeah, our Telangana state is in forefront in this program. It implemented to sapling around 230 crores of saplings throughout the year, and 40,000 seedlings in villages, and 40 lakh seedlings in constituencies by the help of whom? Help of the representatives, officials and common people. They are trying their level best to make the program successful. And they are planting these saplings on the roads, community lands and housing colonies and so on. And for this program, the government arranged various committees also, like Harita Rakshaka Committee under the chairmanship of the Sarpanch in village levels, and district levels also we have committees, and even state levels also. So these are all purpose of to make the program successful, because here the forest, they are preventing the floods, so that the government has given the importance towards the program, that is Haritaharam. Next, the case of the river Ganga. As you know that earlier Himalayas covered with dense forest, where the river Ganga originated. Not only river Ganga, its tributaries originated. In recent days, felling of the trees, it means cutting down the trees. Due to this, what happened? Whenever the rain occurs, the water flows on the earth surface. This water filled where in the floodplains, and due to this, whenever the small rain occurs, then it flooded, meaning is it causes to floods. So that we have to go for the afforestation, not for the deforestation. Okay children, this is the importance of this river Ganga case. And next, how to facing the challenges in cyclones and floods. Yeah, India has a very longest eastern coastal line, and due to this we are facing the destructive cyclones and floods also by the sea, that is the ocean, that is Bay of Bengal. And here one of the destructive cyclone occurred in the year 1977 November. In this year, the cyclone, it causes the huge damage. The tidal waves of the height is here 6 meters. They swept the surrounding villages, and around 9,941 people that they killed, and 100 villages that they washed away. So like this, more and more destruction caused by this cyclone. And who affected mostly in this cyclone? Those they are living nearby places are called low-lying area peoples, mostly fishermen and poor people. They may lose their everything, like they may not have their own shelters and have no food and water. And here they have to force to drink the polluted water, because they are very poor sections. And due to this consuming the polluted water, they have to suffer from various diseases like diarrhea, cholera and dysentery. So that here the government has to take the action upon, it means have to take care about these people to overcome from these floods. This is about facing the challenges in cyclones and floods. And next, how can people meet the challenges of cyclones and floods? Yeah, how can we meet? Tell me. Do you have any idea? Yeah, we have to listen or watch the TV or radio to know the information about these cyclones and heavy rains, because heavy rains causes the floods. Then government has appointed a department, that is a meteorology department. It gives the information about the sudden floods and cyclones, like these are all disasters. And later, government it must have the good planning and by the help of the government and people we can overcome from these floods and cyclones. And not only government, meaning is here the government has to construct the pakka roads, houses, water, food, and next what medical emergency to provide the people. Later, how can people prepare? Yeah, we must prepare. It means we must have alert about these phenomena. How can we have the alertness? Yeah, while watching the TVs or listening the radios or reading the newspapers, we are getting the information because always meteorology department is giving the what advance warning about these cyclones or disasters. Then we must have the alertness. And later, if we have any kit, it means emergency kit, in that we have to arrange the food, medicine, important documents and telephone numbers. So in this way, we can face these challenges and we can prepare ourselves to overcome from these phenomena. So this is the present topic. I hope you listen well and later you read the textbook and whatever the questions that we are sending, you write down in CW very neatly and learn. Okay, next topic in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.